All right, guys. We're gonna get into investing today, and there's a discussion board today. And you guys, if you saw it on the calendar there, I'm gonna just kind of talk through that discussion board because we have quite a bit of discussion in class about this discussion board and about kind of where to put money, where we kind of look at risk versus return. Again, the more risk you make with your money, the more return you get, and the less risk, obviously, the less return with your money. And so basically, you see there it says, imagine you have $5,000 to invest as you please, and you have three different options. Where would you put that money? And I give the kids time to choose between option one, two, and three. And I'm going to just kind of go through each option, talk to you about those, look at the rates that you see here. But I'm going to show you reality what real rates are on a money market account, CD, things like that. So, and then we'll kind of close this up. So again, where do we put $5,000? A young kid, where do you put that money? Again, how much risk do you want to take? Will you need that money in the future? Those are all things you've got to think about when you're looking to invest down the road. We'll talk about the importance of investing early. We'll see that I think maybe tomorrow. So, number one, a money market account paying 4% interest on which you can write 4 checks, which means you have access to the money and you earn 4% interest on that money sitting there. So 4% is really, for a money market account, can be really good. And again, if you're going to possibly need access to that, the money market can be a good place for your money, again, because you can write checks on it. You can access it 4 times during that month. It's like a souped up savings account, a simple savings account. You have access to it, get to your money whenever you want to. This one only 4 times a month. And again, earning 4% interest, which again can be really good interest rate, because I'm going to show you what a current rate is on a true money market account. Today's rate, we're talking $5,000. You're going to earn 0.40% on a money market account today. So when you see this little example here earning 4%, hey, I would love to get 4% on a money market account. And again, today's rates are not obviously that. But again, you see over here on the left, this is educators, and you can check at your bank, see what the rates are. But obviously, the more money you have in this souped up savings account, you have obviously there's a rate that you earn on that. So really, the rates we're earning on this are not very good. And the thing about a money market account, they are insured because it is it is a savings account. Let me get back to where I was at here. It is a savings account, and when we get into money market accounts, we'll find out those are not insured. So money markets can be an okay place for your money to be because you're going to earn decent interest on that and also have access to it. So let's go to number two. It says a 3-year certificate of deposit, also known as a CD, paying 6% interest. The thing about a CD is you do not have access to it. Okay, so you notice we don't have access to it, but instead of 4% in that money market, we're earning 6% here. Hey, better interest rate. Again, more dangerous, more risky because we've got to lock it in for 3 years and you don't have access to it. You've got to be careful making sure you have access to that money. So let's go look at reality. Let's go look at real rates as far as CDs are concerned. Here's our CD rates at the Educators Credit Union. We're talking about a 3-year CD is what they mentioned. 36 months, we're earning 1% in today's real world. Okay, guys, that's no good. Just like 0.40% is no good. There's one key thing I have not brought up when I'm talking about investing right here. So, and I'll say in just a second here. But again, 3-year CD earning 6%. Again, do you need access to it? Do you not? That's a risk involved. Okay. Now, key thing I've not even mentioned, but it's one of the most important things to understand when you're talking about investing money, is the word inflation. Okay. Inflation increases about 3 to 4% a year. All right. So you always want to invest your money earning or in something that's going to outpace inflation. So if inflation is going at 3 to 4% a year, again, 4% is keeping up with inflation. 6% is outpacing inflation in this scenario. But if we look at today's rates, again, money market accounts are not outpacing inflation. Okay, nowhere close to 3 and 4%. A CD in today's real world for 5 years, 1.1 1/3%. still not keeping up with inflation. So is it a good place to have money? I don't know. It's up to you. But again, I'd rather have my money somewhere where I'm earning better rates. And we'll get into mutual funds probably tomorrow. But if you have money, again, kind of an emergency fund, if you have an emergency fund just kind of set aside that you may or may not have access to, a money market's good. We've actually gone to an online savings account because the rates there are actually better than what we're earning at our own personal bank. So those are two different scenarios, two different places you can put your money. Again, neither of those are keeping up with inflation in today's real world. The third option there is a stock whose value has nearly tripled in the last 18 months. A lot of times you say, hey, that's really good. Tripled its value. But again, when we're talking about stocks here, guys, you always want to be able to purchase low and sell high. And if this has tripled in the last 18 months, we may have a tendency to start going downhill a little bit and not making as much money. You really need to get in before that stock had tripled. Now, if this is, say, an early Walmart and early Google, way in the early stages, hey, it continues to grow, obviously. So kind of depends on the company, looking at what stocks we're talking about here. But again, you got to try to make sure you get in at a low point when you're talking about stocks, and that way anything higher than what you pay for it is going to be growth. Okay, so those three things, again, we talk about, have a good discussion in class on, and I wanted to kind of spend a little time with you guys at home to where you understand. Again, make sure you keep think about inflation when we're looking at investment options, and put your money in something that outpaces inflation. Again, a money market does not outpace inflation. A current CD does not. And again, the risk versus return on these, the higher the risk, the higher the return, lower risk, lower the return. So anyway, just wanted to go through that with you. If you ever have questions, please never hesitate to let me know.